forget the quote, but he says something like, I will walk across their bones and I will bask in the glory of anti-life. Darkseid is amazing. Darkseid is amazing. Unfortunately, we live in a world where somehow 10 years ago, Marvel became the biggest thing in the world. So people forgot that, DC was always king, but Darkseid is the original big, brolic, unkillable, mastermind, interdimensional guy. He's from the fourth world. He's not from space. He's from a different universe, and that's where they're coming from on those energy portals. They're called boom tubes. Go watch Justice League, watch Superman, the animated series, boom tubes. When it comes to Zack Snyder's Justice League, there's a couple of dope things he does. He basically gives us comic book Darkseid. First, he appears in the film in the Age of Heroes story that Wonder Woman tells, and he's Uxas. So a lot of people are talking about how could Ares, how could Zeus defeat Darkseid so easily. He wasn't Darkseid yet. Darkseid gets his powers from the Source Wall, and the Source Wall separates our universe from like the rest of the multiverse. There's a Source Wall, and the source is almost like where like God comes from in the DC universe. And Darkseid in the comics, do your research on this, he gets powers from the Source Wall and he becomes a new god, and he has this conflict with New Genesis and their people who, Highfather, and they think they're good, they think they're better, but they're not as good as you think. But back to Darkseid and Zack Snyder's Justice League. Yo, the fire peeling from his eyes, like watery, milky fire, was beautiful. That's literally out of a comic book still. The Omega rays that vaporized one of the Atlanteans, amazing. Darkseid's voice, his demeanor, the way he didn't care about anything, didn't care about Steppenwolf. And he said at the end, I want to go back to the old ways. We about to get it in. We about to fight. We about to go to Earth. And I do want to explain, as it confused me for a little bit too, because he's from a different universe, he learned about Atlanteans, he learned about the old gods, he learned about all these people, but he didn't know where he was. The anti-life equation was written on Earth, but he didn't know he was on Earth. And it was him banishing Steppenwolf to do this major task for him. Steppenwolf found Earth, he found the anti-life equation. And the anti-life equation is massively important because if Thanos in Marvel wants to become the controller of the universe with the Infinity Stones, Darkseid wants to be a god, a literal god. And he already has the power and physicality of a god, and he already has the ability to transcend, teleport through the multiverses, but the anti-life equation will give him control over the hearts and minds of every living being and every living thing in the multiverse. So the anti-life equation is supremely important, and I hope we get a second Justice League. Doesn't seem like it's going to be possible, but if we do, we would see him actually win, and we would be in that nightmare version of the future the entire film, and hopefully, our heroes defeat Darkseid in the end. But Darkseid is a savage. But when you watch that old scene, that's Uxas. That's him on the rise to getting these powers and becoming this powerful entity. I hope we can see that journey at some point. But if we can't, pick up a comic book, go watch Justice League and Justice League Unlimited, watch Superman, the animated series. DC is king, always has been. Enjoy.